They filled it already. They filled it.
I looked at it maybe, but,
What?
but there's no.
No. Okay, so.
Is she related to the signer of the Declaration of Independence?
No, that's all.
Yeah, but it's going to carry jurisdiction. Carry it. What?
There it is.
Because we haven't, RFP.
Yeah.
Right, but he hasn't done it yet, so. Are we? I have a quorum.
Yeah.
Now we're losing Lee. Eileen? Good evening. This is a regular meeting of the Princeton Planning Board. It's the 15th of September, 2016, and the opening statement is as follows. Pursuant to Section 13 of the Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice of the time and place of this meeting has been given by prominently posting the 2016 agenda resolution of the regularly scheduled meetings of the Princeton Planning Board. Such notice has been placed on the official bulletin board at the Princeton Municipal Complex and is to be maintained throughout the year by transmitting a copy of such schedule to the Princeton Packet, Town Topics, The Times, Trentonian, and Comcast Media. A copy has been filed with the clerk of Princeton on the 9th day of December 2015. Legal notice on the adoption of said resolution appeared in the November 13, 2015 edition of the Princeton Packet. Would you call the roll, please?
Ms. Burge, Ms. Capizoli,
Here.
Mr. Cohen,
Here.
Ms. Kremiller, here. Mayor Lempert, Mrs. Sproul, Mrs. Trotman, Mrs. Ullman,
Here.
Mrs. Gunning,
Here.
Mr. Quinn,
Here.
Mr. Williamson. Here. We have a quorum.
Thank you. I have a few announcements. This coming Monday, the 19th of September at 7:30, there's a master plan meeting here in this room, and it will be for the presentation of the Princeton University campus plan. And all planning board members, I hope you'll come. We're going to sit down there and listen to the university explaining what they're going to do next. It's really important that we hear this. On the 27th of September, which is a Tuesday, at 7:30, again in this room, we'll have a meeting of the Neighborhood Character and Zoning Initiative Group. And this is a contract that was let to study the zoning and the changes that are happening in Princeton that are affected by our ordinances or will affect our ordinances. So please come and participate. Any other announcements, anyone? No? Okay. I don't know whether there's anyone here for the RB Homes application. It will not be heard tonight. Yes, Mr. Tar?
Thank you. And just the record reflect that the matter be carried without for further notice.
Ms. Catronio, the noticing was done in proper,
Yes.
so this will be carried to the meeting of, I believe it's October 3rd?
6th.
Even better.
Thank you.
To October 6th.
And
We take jurisdiction.
we've been granted an extension to October 7th, is it correct?
Correct.
Okay. Thank you very much. All right, if there are no further announcements, you should have received 3 sets of minutes. The First one is from the meeting of February 18th, 2016. Any additions, corrections? Anybody? Hearing none,
Gail Ullman, I move approval.
it's been moved
Jenny Krumiller, second.
and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. The next one is the minutes of the Subdivision Committee. This was on Monday, June 13th, 2016. Those who were present at the meeting were myself, Julie Campusoli, Tim Quinn, and Dwayne Williamson, and that is the group that's eligible to vote on the minutes. Any additions or corrections, group? Anybody?
Move approval, Tim Quinn.
It's been moved by Mr. Quinn. Is there a second?
A second, Julie Capizoli.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
First. Carried. All right, the third set of minutes was the special meeting of August 4th of this year. Those present were Julie Capizoli, David Cohn, Jenny Krumiller, myself, Fern Spruill, and Gail Ullman. Those will be the people who are eligible to vote. Were there any additions and corrections?
I was not absent. It was just, my name was accidentally left on. I mean, I was absent. What did I just say?
We're both present and absent. I understand perfectly. And it's a correction that
Politician.
I was absent.
you were absent. That's the other one. That's right. Okay. You were present in spirit. All right, are there any additions and corrections? Anybody?
Julie Capizoli, I move to approve.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I'll second. David Cohen.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. All right, now we have a couple of resolutions. The first one was for a professional services agreement, Harrison Hamnet Consulting. This is in connection with RV Homes at 203, 205 Nassau Street. I believe this is structural engineering services. So, any comments, anybody? Questions?
I'm just curious, is this not something that would be covered by escrow or provided by the applicant, or how would that be handled typically?
It will be covered by the escrow.
Okay.
Any other questions? I guess we need someone to move approval of this.
Gail Ullman, I move approval.
Okay,
I second, Tim Quinn.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Then the next is a request for a professional services agreement. This is Miller, Porter, and Muller. It's in connection with the Hidayah Subdivision at 289 Jefferson Road. Any questions? Anybody? All right, would someone like to move this?
I'll move it. David Cohen.
Thank you, Mr. Cohn. Is there a second?
A second, Julie Capizoli.
Thank you, Ms. Capizoli. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay, that brings us to the hearing for this evening, which is Avalon Princeton LLC. This is carried from the July 14th agenda, and it's an amended site plan for 253 Witherspoon Street, Harris Road, Block 7101, Lot 8.01, and Block 21.02, Lot 101. I think I'm going to ask Mr. Solo to be sworn in and just fill us in on this application before we hear from the applicant.
Oh, you can grab it.
Yes, Mr. Solo, do you swear or affirm to testify truthfully in this matter?
I do.
Thank you.
Thank you and good evening. As the chair indicated, this is an amended site plan for Avalon Princeton. A little bit of history for those of you who don't recall or were not on the board. Back in August of 2013, the planning board granted site plan approval to Avalon Bay to construct 280 residential units at the former hospital site. Condition 17G2 of that approval prohibited trash and recycling collection vehicles from backing down the east access drive, and I'll show you where that is in a minute. The condition also encouraged the applicant to return to the board with an amended plan to provide a turnaround near the trash room. At that time, the board was concerned with the beep, beep, beep that's normally associated with large trucks and wanted to see some sort of turnaround in that area. In December of 2015, the board granted a subdivision approval for the Avalon Princeton project, which, among other things, carved out a 24-foot by 40-foot area from what was then Lot 8, now 8.01, and made it part of the main lot, which allowed this driveway to occur. I'm going to speak to two parts of the map that you have. I've labeled this exhibit as PB1. It's the minor site plan, sheet 1 of 1. First, let me orient everybody. On this sheet, Franklin Avenue is down here at the bottom to the south. To the left is Witherspoon Street. Up at the top would be Henry. The driveway that we were concerned about with the beep, beep, beep is off of Franklin. It's shown here in gray. The parking garage is labeled here and is located back in here. So this has access into the parking garage, and what we're going to be talking about is a small turnaround area here that's now part of Lot 8.01. Above that, with the same basic orientation, is a little bit of a blow-up of this area, and what you'll see is in black, it shows you the lot that was carved out as part of that subdivision approval to allow the turnaround to be constructed. Not a whole lot to say on the turnaround. It's approximately 30 feet from the adjacent residence. The area of disturbance is approximately 960 square feet in area. The turnaround itself is 18 feet wide and 35 feet deep. It's paved. It has Belgian block curbing. The property is located in the G1 zone. The use is permitted. There are no variances that are associated with this. In reviewing it, the staff did a joint report, so you'll get comments from zoning, engineering, and planning. We found the turnaround was appropriately sized and should function adequately. There should be no additional traffic impact due to the construction of the turnaround. The project results in approximately 630 square feet of impervious surface, and the land use engineer advised that no additional stormwater is required, and that we just asked that there appear to be a few gaps in the screening. There are some large evergreens around most of the site. Some of them have maybe grown up a little bit. It's a little hard to see this area due to the construction activity that's going on. It is fenced, and there is a fabric wrapping also covering some of it. But if there are gaps in the landscaping, we are asking that the applicant plant some shrubs to ensure that it's covered. I should have probably started. Deanna Stockton is here, the municipal engineer. Jack West, those of you who don't know, will be out for the next couple of months. He had knee surgery on both his knees. He's doing well, but he declined to come back for these evening meetings. I don't think he's allowed to drive yet. He just had the surgery about a week ago and is doing well. Derek or Deanna, did I leave out anything before I ask if the board has questions?
Have anything to add?
I don't know if board members have questions for me, or we'll turn it over to Mr. Kasuba.
Yes, Ms. Ullman.
On that top diagram, is that really Henry Avenue that you want?
That's an approximate, I mean, I was just trying to show you, actually,
That's a cutout.
this was for this. Yeah, just to orient you.
Okay.
The maps didn't really show that the garage really in scale goes much beyond, but I wanted to have on the drawing where that it was Henry Avenue to the north. Thank you for the correction.
Anybody else? Questions?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And now,
Thank you. Just for the record, Rob Kasuba from the law firm of Biscayne Hoff, excuse me. on
Thank you,
behalf
Mr.
of the...
Kuzuba. It's our practice to swear in attorneys to the extent they happen to provide testimony, so do you swear or affirm to testify truthfully?
Yes.
Thank you.
I was just going to say, I'm not sure that we really have anything else to add to that presentation. I think he actually covered what we're here. We do have Jeremy Lang here, who is the engineer on the project. We could have him sworn and, get the board to recognize him, but I'm looking over at Jeremy. Do you have anything that you need to add to what Mr. Solo just presented?
We'll take that as a statement under oath.
Yes.
I mean, thank you.
Well,
That testimony was
that's under
truthful.
oath.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes, happy to, if the board has any other further questions, but this is a very straightforward matter. We're talking about roughly 600 square feet of, impervious coverage in conformance with what this board asked us to do, a couple years ago and what we came here on the subdivision application last year, so.
Yes, go ahead, Mr. Cohen.
I guess my only question is the area of I guess it's a boundary line that surrounds the turnaround is quite tight to the turnaround. Is the property beyond that property line part of lot 8.01, 7101, block 7101, lot 8.01, or is it? I'm not sure what the lot line is separating this turnaround from. Is my question unclear?
Do you have it in front of you?
Yes,
I'm not sure which.
We're trying to answer the question.
I think the lot line is this line. Is he thinking?
It's this for 8.
Okay.
For 8.01, we cut out the turnaround, so that
Okay.
solid black line is the property line now for 8.01.
Okay,
It has
so
fingers on
8.01
either end going on either side of the garage.
So 8.01 surrounds this turnaround, actually continues on.
Doesn't? I thought that's the sewer easement. It was there.
I think the turnaround is on 8.01.
Yes.
Can't be. It's, 8.01's a residential property.
No, I think
Yes.
the difference is, just one second. I think they're different. Well, look. It's really lot 101 that the turnaround is on, and it's surrounded by 8.01.
Well, not quite surrounded by.
But 3 sides.
On 3 sides.
Well, it's 801 is this kind of L section. And then this is the part of the parking.
Okay.
Okay.
So I just want to get clarified.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions? Anyone? All right.
Well, I guess to the extent that the reports say that this is block 7101, lot 8.01, it's really 101. Right.
That's correct.
Yep.
The text of the report is correct.
Okay, so make that correction. No, if there's no further board discussion and no further applicant presentation, maybe we should move to the public portion of the meeting. I assume that there are a couple of people here for that. Is that correct? Let me open the meeting for public questions and discussion. Would you come forward, be sworn in?
My name is Lou Carnavale. I own 26 Harris Road. which is next to 30 Harris Road, the lot that we've been discussing.
Mr. Carnevale, I'm going to ask, to the extent that you're giving testimony, do you swear or affirm to testify truthfully?
I do.
Thank you.
Right, and I'm having trouble hearing you, so you'll have to get closer to the microphone, please.
Well, this is okay. First of all, I want to commend Avalon Bay. I think the looks of their development on Witherspoon Street is very attractive to me, and a big improvement. But for us on Harris Road, we got a 60-foot-high building 40 feet away from us, towering over our small houses. Now, this turnaround, I understand why it's needed, and I'm not opposed to it, but I think the board should require them that they build some kind of a wall around there to mitigate or lower the beeping that is going to go on. Because the turnaround is 20 feet away from 30 Harris Road. It's 30 feet away from my bedroom on 26 Harris Road. And I think the wall should extend probably 50 feet south and north from that point. Also, I think we should require that their garbage collection should be done during the normal working hours and not at 5 o'clock in the morning. People are trying to get to sleep. Because right now, it's just me that's there. This whole block is being redeveloped, and there's going to be people living there, and they're paying a lot of money for those houses. And I don't think they want to be beeping at 5 in the morning. I don't know if they have other deliveries there besides the garbage trucks, which may make the place worse. So that's my concern, and I hope you consider it.
Okay, thank you very much. Is there anyone else who wishes to speak to this? No? All right. Did you want to respond to that at all? Yeah, you have to, please.
The point of the application for the turnaround is to limit the beeping. The whole idea is that without the turnaround time, you would have the garbage collection truck beeping down, I believe it's going to be called Pauline Drive. If the vehicle can turn around, it's not going to have the beeping. That's the reason why we're here.
But it is going to be... Go ahead.
Okay.
What about the question about the time of pickup? And the concerns about...
At the original application, and whatever the terms were that was set forth in the original approval, that's what we're going to abide by. I don't recall what the...
Well, I was just going to say, I think it still is going to beep, just not as much, because I think they're going to have to turn around in that place, right? So it's going to beep while it's turning around. I mean, just to be clear. But I don't know if we can impose, I mean, is that something that we could?
Well, I think that most of the conditions that were imposed were followed, and I assume that, after all, it's their tenants who have the garbage trucks coming by as well as the people on Harris Road, so I'm assuming that they'll have a sensible schedule for that, or they'll hear from the tenants in their property as well. But
maybe we can require that the trucks do a really skillful turn, so they beep very, levitate, right?
yes.
I would think we have a sound ordinance in Princeton that limits certain kinds of noise to certain hours, and that's absolutely going to be applicable to this property, so I think it's a done deal.
I think so too. Anything else? All right. And as far as barrier, I think probably there's a need for fill-in where the vegetation has died back and so on, and is that something that will be taken care of? It was...
I believe the condition that is in the memo that was referenced is satisfactory to Avalon Bay.
Thank you. All right, if there's nothing further, are we ready for a motion? Does somebody want to do that?
I'll move to approve the amended site plan.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Julie Capizoli, I'll second.
All right, it's been moved and seconded. Is there further discussion? You want to call the roll on that?
Ms. Capizoli?
Yes.
Mr. Quinn? I'm sorry, Mr. Cohen?
Yes.
Ms. Cronmiller?
Yes. Does that mean?
Mrs. Ullman?
Yes.
Mrs. Gunning?
Yes.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Williamson? Motion carried.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much.
I don't think the beep is loud enough to trigger the sound ordinance. Huh? I don't know. I've got garbage trucks on. That's your job.
Yes, since Mildred is not here, I will move we adjourn.
I'll second that.
Aye.